Grade, it's Mrs. Feathers. I'm going to go over your grammar practice pages with you for the week. You are assigned pages 6 through 9 this week, focusing on subjects, predicates, and comma rules. After you complete these pages, on Thursday, you will have a grammar quiz posted on Google Classroom. I'll do an example or two on every page with you and go over the directions. Your first page is page 6, and we are looking at subjects and predicates. This should be review from 4th grade. The simple subject is the main noun or pronoun that names the subject of a sentence. For example, if I said the young boy went to the park, boy is the main noun. It's just who the sentence is about. The complete subject includes all of the words that tell whom or what the sentence is about. So in that same sentence, the young boy went to the park, the young boy would be the complete subject. The simple predicate is the verb that tells exactly what the subject does or is. In that sentence, the young boy went to the park. Went would be the simple predicate. It's just the verb. The complete predicate is the verb and all the words that tell what the subject does or is. The young boy went to the park. Went to the park would be the complete predicate. On this page, the directions state, after each sentence, write whether the underlined word or words are the simple subject, complete subject, simple predicate, or complete predicate. You can abbreviate these to SS for simple subject, CS for complete subject, SP for simple predicate, or CP for complete predicate. Let's do number 1 and 2 together. Number 1 says, my grandparents live on an island. I notice that live on an island is underlined, and it is the predicate of the sentence. Because it has all the words after the verb live, it is the complete predicate. I will write CP on the line. Number 2 says, a small boat travels there every hour. Boat is underlined, which is part of my subject, and because it is just the word boat, not vote, boat, it is the simple subject. So for number 2, I will write SS for simple subject on the line. You will complete this page with the same directions. Your next page is page 7. On this page, we're looking at compound subjects and predicates. So a compound subject is 2 or more subjects that share the same verb. The subjects are usually joined by a conjunction such as and or. For example, Mrs. Feathers and Blake went to Target. Because the subject, Mrs. Feathers and Blake, has 2 people, it's a compound subject, and we are sharing the same verb, went. A compound predicate contains 2 or more predicates that have the same subject. For example, Mrs. Feathers went to Target and then drove home. Because I did 2 things and I have the word and, it is a compound predicate. The third bullet says compound subjects and predicates can use coordinating conjunctions such as and or correlative conjunctions such as either, or, neither, or nor. On this page, the directions state, after each sentence, write whether the underlined words are a compound subject or a compound predicate, and circle the conjunction. Let's take a look at number 1. The students arrive and sit down. Arrive and sit down is underlined. That is the compound predicate, what the students are doing. So I'll put CP on the line. And then the second part of the directions say to circle the conjunction. So words like and, or, either, neither, nor. In this sentence, the conjunction is and. So I'm going to circle and. You will continue with these same directions for 2 through 10. Page 8 is going over some comma rules. So we know that we use commas to separate 3 or more words or phrases in a series. Appositives are often set off by commas. So appositives are when you name something or describe something more. For example, my daughter, Blake, is my best friend. Blake would be the appositive, and I offset it with commas. So my daughter, comma, Blake, comma, is my best friend. We also use commas to set off introductory words such as yes, no, and thank you. For example, if I said, yes, I would like to go to lunch, I would say yes, comma, I would like to go to lunch. I need to rewrite each sentence using the correct commas and where they belong and where they need to be placed. Number 1 says, the school's sports team include baseball, soccer, and football. I notice I have a list of 3 sports in this sentence, so I need to use commas to separate them. The school's sports teams include baseball, soccer, and football. I used a comma after baseball, a comma after soccer to show that it's a list in this sentence. I also want to take a look at number 3. Number 3 says, Mr. Tompkins, our coach, will lead the team onto the field. In this sentence, there is an appositive. So it says Mr. Tompkins, and then it's clarifying that it's somebody's coach. So I need to add a comma before R and after coach to set aside that appositive. You only have 3 more to do. Go back and complete number 2, and then also complete number 4 and 5. Your last page is always a proofreading page, so putting everything together that you practiced on the 3 previous pages. The box just goes over all the rules about commas, about compound subjects and predicates. On this page, you need to proofread the paragraph, and then on the lines, you're going to correct mistakes with conjunctions and commas. Let's do the first sentence together. The first sentence says, my parents have hired a tutor to help me with my reading, writing, and spelling. I notice in this sentence, there is a mistake with commas. I have a list, reading, writing, and spelling. So I need to add commas to separate my list. Reading, comma, writing, comma, and spelling. I also want to make sure that I indent my paragraph. Those are your practice pages for this week. Like I said at the beginning of the video, after you complete these on Thursday, you will have your grammar quiz posted on Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself, Mr. Casper, or Mrs. Oliver, and we will answer your questions. Have a great day. Bye, 5th grade.